Hey, it's Amber's Koi Pond and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Today I'm going to be talking about 10 things that I learned from doing watercolors for 2 years. And this is going to be really great for the people who are just going to start or just need some friendly tips. First things first, be fluid, experiment and have fun. Don't take it too seriously. It's art at the end of the day, and especially with a medium like watercolors, which you don't have as much control over as acrylic or gouache, it makes a lot of sense for you to have fun and be loose and fluid. Number 2, layers are everything. The more layers you build, the better the painting looks. And it often happens with watercolor that it reaches an awkward phase where you haven't put enough layers and it doesn't look great. But keep on experimenting with the layering and trust me, it'll pay off. Experiment with colors. That's one thing that I highly recommend even if you aren't doing watercolors. Experiment with color. It's always fun. You could find a certain palette that you're comfortable with. You'll figure out colors that you don't like to use and stuff that works for you. Do not try to control the watercolor too much. It's a fluid medium and it doesn't want to be controlled. You could cake on watercolor, but I would heavily advise against it. Take your time, be fluid with your layers, blend. It's a process and it's a really calming process, so be patient with it. Do not cake on layers. Work with really thin layers. This makes it easy for you to continuously add layers without lifting the paint underneath. As you can see, I did the background using many layers and it worked because I was able to get a more vibrant color out of it and I was able to keep building on it. Number 5. If you make a mistake ever with watercolors, the best way to clean it up is by adding water to the mistake and lifting it up with a paper towel. If the painting doesn't look great in the beginning, that's okay. And you can see I'm at that point where the painting wasn't really there yet. It wasn't where I wanted it to be. But I continued to build and add layers and it did pay off. I usually get asked a lot what paint I use, but to be honest, you could pick up any watercolor palette. Trust me, if you live in India, the Camlin watercolor palette for beginners, the student grade ones, they're pretty good and definitely a recommend on my side. And always keep in mind that you can create great art with really cheap supplies. Expensive does not mean better, but the one thing that I would advise against is chalky watercolor paint. And these are the paints that are even cheaper than a Camlin palette. For example, the Daler-Rowney palette is absolutely horrible. And I know you've probably heard this a lot. I think everyone's heard this a lot, which is practice makes perfect. Don't expect to sit down and have your first few paintings come out great, because that's never what happens, or it never goes according to plan at least. So just keep on practicing. You could start with really small paintings, build your way up. If you find it easier to work on bigger sheets, you could do that. And I'm gonna end this video with the 10th tip, which is have fun and experiment with styles. I know I've said experiment like 500 times during this video, but trust me, experimenting with styles is completely different. Once you find something that you're really comfortable with, then you can stick with it. But always remember to let your art make you happy. Don't take it too seriously, be loose and fluid, and just have fun. Enjoy yourself. Cue the peel pond. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe and turn your post notifications on so you'll be notified every time I come out with a video. And just a little giveaway, but next week is a tutorial.